One.
When you read the newspaper, when you listen to the news on TV, when you hear someone talk negatively, are you affected? Well, if you're not, then you are a superhuman being. Those things come into your mind to defeat you. These words came to me in 1997, in January of 1997. These words were from God, and He gave me some insight into the spiritual dimension and the power of words. He said, when you look at things that are spiritual, that being my kingdom, my love, my grace, my mercy, my angels, my family, my forgiveness, said God, then you are not affected by earthly turmoil, by earthly conflicts, by earthly disappointments, because those things are only temporary. Change is always imminent in those things. So hope springs eternal when you know that change is guaranteed to come. God said, always promote the things that are eternal in your conversations. Those things that are eternal are hope, forgiveness, love, grace, and mercy. He said, promote my kingdom and its characteristics, which are far removed from earthly characteristics of doubt, despair, depression, strife, jealousy, pride, and conflict. So many of my children have no vision of hope for a brighter day, no hope for a more prosperous and happy future, because they only know the reality of what earthly life has to offer with its bleak promises. God said, when men only know the negatives, the bad news of earthly lives, at that time their hearts are perfectly prepared then for my words of salvation to enter into their lives. They are ready for your good news, said God. The promises of my good news. The news that I have a way out of all their problems into an abundant life. Those promises are for every living person. And the guarantee of those promises of mine are yea and amen, said God. So be it. God said, as I served my disciples a Last Supper in the midst of trials and tribulations and seeming defeat, you can serve all of my children a meal of love, healing, hope, and faith for future guaranteed days, just like I did for you, said God. And just like I do for you, said God. Then he said, don't ever let depression overtake you. He said, only let my promises and my good news overtake you. So I hope today that God has given you some insight into only listening to good things and only spreading good news. It will benefit you and everyone you come in contact